At first glance, green onions and chives look like they're practically cousins wearing the same outfit. They're both thin, green, and often sprinkled on top of dishes as a finishing touch. You've probably used one when a recipe asked for the other, hoping no one would notice. And most of the time, no one does. But beneath that similar appearance is a surprisingly interesting story of flavor, purpose, and history. Green onions and chives may share the same family tree, but they grew up very differently. Today, we're slowing things down, putting them side by side, and finally answering the question hiding in your fridge drawer. What's the real difference between green onions and chives? Right here, on History of Simple Things. Botanically speaking, green onions and chives both belong to the allium family, which also includes garlic, leeks, shallots, and onions. That's why they all carry that familiar onion aroma, even in small amounts. But this is where the similarity starts to branch off. Green onions, also known as scallions, are essentially young onions harvested before they fully mature. They haven't had time to form a large bulb, which is why they stay slender and mild. Chives, on the other hand, are a completely different species that never grows a bulb at all. They're grown specifically for their delicate hollow leaves, not for any underground part. So while green onions are onions that haven't grown up yet, chives are exactly what they're meant to be from the start. If you place them next to each other, the differences become clearer the longer you stare. Green onions are thicker, sturdier, and usually come with a small white base that gradually fades into green. That white part is the beginning of an onion bulb, even if it never fully forms. Chives are thinner, almost grass-like, and evenly green from end to end. They look fragile by comparison, and honestly, they kind of are. Green onions feel crisp and juicy when snapped in half, while chives bend more easily and feel softer. This physical difference hints at how they behave in cooking, which is where their true personalities really show. Flavor is where green onions and chives truly part ways. Green onions carry a noticeable onion taste, especially near the white end. It's not as sharp or aggressive as a full-grown onion, but it still announces itself when you bite into it. The green tops are milder, slightly grassy and fresher, but they're still clearly onion-flavored. Chives, by contrast, are subtle to the point of politeness. Their flavor is light, slightly sweet, and gently onion-like, almost as if someone whispered the idea of an onion rather than saying it out loud. This softness is why chives are often used raw and sparingly, while green onions can handle more aggressive roles in a dish. Green onions are incredibly versatile because they can handle heat without disappearing. When cooked, they soften, mellow, and develop a slightly sweet depth that works well in stir-fries, soups, omelets, and savory pancakes. The white part behaves more like a traditional onion, while the green part acts almost like an herb-onion hybrid. Chives, however, are not fans of heat. Cooking them for too long causes their delicate flavor to vanish, leaving behind little more than green strands. That's why chives are usually added at the very end, sprinkled on top of mashed potatoes, eggs, cream cheese, or soups as a finishing touch. Green onions can be part of the cooking process. Chives prefer to be the final flourish. Across different cuisines, green onions tend to play a more foundational role. In many Asian dishes, they're used as aromatics, cooked into the base of soups, noodles, and stir-fries. They're chopped generously and treated almost like a vegetable rather than a garnish. Chives, meanwhile, have a more refined reputation, especially in European cooking. They're commonly associated with delicate sauces, butter spreads, and elegant plating. Even their flowers are edible and sometimes used decoratively. This difference isn't about importance, but intention. Green onions help build flavor. Chives help highlight it. Even when green onions and chives are used in tiny amounts, many people swear they can tell them apart instantly, and that's not just imagination. Green onions release stronger sulfur compounds when cut, which hit your nose before the food even reaches your mouth. That sharper aroma primes your brain to expect a bolder, more oniony taste. Chives release far fewer of these compounds, so their scent stays quiet, almost neutral. Your brain interprets that as refinement and subtlety, even before flavor fully registers. In other words, part of the difference happens in your head, long before your tongue weighs in. This is the question most people actually care about. Can you swap green onions and chives? The honest answer is yes, but carefully. If a recipe calls for chives and you use green onions instead, the flavor will be stronger and more noticeable. It won't ruin the dish, but it will change its balance. Going the other way is trickier. Replacing green onions with chives often results in a dish that tastes flatter or less developed, especially if heat is involved. Chives simply don't have the strength to replace the white part of a green onion. So while they may look interchangeable, they're not always playing the same role. At the end of the day, green onions and chives are a perfect example of how small details matter in food. They come from the same family, share a similar look, and often sit right next to each other at the grocery store. Yet they serve very different purposes once you start cooking. Green onions are bold, flexible, and happy to be part of the main act. Chives are gentle, refined, and shine brightest as a finishing touch. So the next time you're standing in your kitchen, knife in hand, deciding which one to grab, you'll know exactly what you're choosing and why it matters. Because sometimes, the difference between a good dish and a great one comes down to something as simple as which green thing you chopped last. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our other bingeable channels. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.